Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, Mr. Anger, back with you for another episode of the Mr. Anger Show. Parental advisory. Let's jump straight into it. All right. First of all, the presidential election has been in the mainstream news, and I've kind of tuned it out because there's so much shit slinging back and forth in between them two that it looked like an enema party that has gone severely wrong. It's horrendous. I have tuned it out. I know who I'm going to vote for. I hope you people do too. Vote for who you want to. More power to you. Vote for Hillary. Vote for Trump. Vote for who you want to. You know, you've lived your life. You know your perceptions and how your background and how you're raised and your thought process. So align the facts and vote based on the facts that deal best with your thought process and your personal perceptions and personal experiences with life. You know, I can't tell anybody how to vote, just like nobody can tell me how to vote because they haven't lived my life. They haven't been through the same experiences that I have been through, just like I haven't been through the same experiences that all of you have been through. So, people telling each other how to vote is about the most illogical thing that I've ever seen. But basically, what I'm on here to say is America still a viable country? And what do I mean by that? Is America broken? In a way, yes. In a lot of ways, yes. Our founding fathers fought for independence from a monarch. A monarch has parliament, lords, knights, and a king and a queen. That's a monarch, pretty much, in a nutshell. Well, your parliament is like the Congress and Senate rolled up into one, so that takes care of those guys. Your king and queen are now a president and first lady that's in the White House instead of a castle like a monarch has. Our lords are now governors that live in a governor's mansion in your state. Our knights, they're now our mayors that live in a mayor's mansion or the town hall or an office building, depending on what your personal perceptions of a mayor's place to be. I mean, I've seen a little bit of both. I've seen a little bit of all of it, actually. I've seen mayor's offices. I've seen mayor mansions. I've seen mayor's building. Enter your personal perceptions and what you see right there. Yeah, just choose a spot. Just choose it. So basically, we have become the very thing that our founding fathers have fought against. But we elect these people will say. Really? We did? Because here's the thing. Everybody knows this. Everybody and their brother knows this. A politician will promise you the moon, the star, the sky, the whole galaxy to get elected. But once they are in office, they can do as they damn well please. I mean, a person will campaign to be against something, but later, once they get into the office, a few years down the road, they change their mind. That doesn't truly represent why you elected them, now does it? It's happened time and time again. I've never full-heartedly put 100% of my faith into a politician because I can't agree 100% with any politician, with any of them. Because, I mean, it's politics. You're not going to agree. It's not cut and dry. There's so many different ideologies here in America that we've kind of doomed ourselves with a predominant two-party system, pretty much. Every now and then you'll get a third party, but you rarely hear anything about them, and they hardly get any votes. So we've stuck ourselves with a two-party system, two thought processes. And two thought processes can't represent all ideology from every American in the United States. It can't. It's impossible. This government was designed for the people, by the people. That means we should be making the decisions. Our politicians are nothing but figureheads. Figureheads who know laws, and that's pretty much about it. They'll get together with states and make up laws, and if things were run according to how our founding fathers wanted them to, those laws would be put to us for a vote, for us to decide. Because a politician, as a figurehead, is just supposed to talk to other politicians, to foreign dignitaries. They're just an elected representative. Yes, they can sit down and hash out some laws, but, how can a two-party system and two thought processes that can't possibly represent every American in this country come up with a mutual solution that will appease everyone with just a narrow two-scope view? It doesn't work, and it's not working, and we've seen that, and we continue to see that. But we elected them. We're different than a monarch. No, not really. Not really at all. They raise taxes. What do we get to do? We just get to pay them. We notice a little bit more coming out of our paychecks. Do we have any voice or representation? No, not really. We can call our congressman or senator or governor or mayor, but most of the times they'll listen to your complaints, send you a nice little letter, and that's about as far as it will ever go. There is no true representation for us. And people then want to bitch about equality. How can you have equality when our own government doesn't have equality? We need a government that represents every person's ideology. And a government that comes together and does what the heck our founding fathers designed them to do, and that's get together and come up with mutual solutions that everybody could agree upon. And then put it out there for people to vote on before they pass it. Put it out there for us to vote on so they can pass it or deny it. If we vote to pass it, pass it. If we vote to deny it, deny it. And leave it the hell alone. Other than that, talk with your foreign dignitaries, talk to, different leaders, talk to your fellow congressmen and stuff like that, but stay the hell out of it. Let the people truly decide for once. It's like, I don't even understand why the hell we have an electoral college. I mean, I understand it. It's been explained to me. I know this. I've been through basic history classes. I've been through advanced history classes. But still, that's besides the point. I know what an electoral college is, but the electoral college has constantly, and it's been proven, go look it up, goes against the majority vote. Now, how is that fair? How is that representing us? It's not. If our founding fathers resurrected themselves today and came and saw what we are today, they'd start a revolution so fast your heads would spin. This isn't the land of the free. It's the land of the easily offended. I don't know what it is with people here in this country. I think Americans wake up and they feel like, I got a bone to pick today. A big old superiority complex that they must prove to everybody for some reason. And why? What happened to respect and common courtesy towards our fellow human beings? You know the way I believe this country should be? We should vote to pass laws. We should vote to deny laws. If a law comes up or something comes up that our government wants to do, we should be able to vote on it. Because, after all, it is our money that is funding the government. Besides what they borrow. And they keep borrowing and borrowing and borrowing. So, guess what? We keep paying and paying and paying and paying and paying and paying. It's a vicious cycle. And to sit there and say we have equality now is wrong. Not everybody is going to have equality with a two-party system, with a two-thought system. Two thought processes can't encompass everybody's thoughts, everybody's feelings, everybody's ideology. It can't. somebody's going to get left out. And it seems like right now enough people have been left out for a long time that they're starting to notice. The American public has lifted the veil on the press. They're starting to see the corruption, the scandals, the deception, especially of our news networks. You don't believe that the media is biased? Here, this is a simple way to prove where your media's allegiance and biases lay. First, one day I want you to get a news feed. Get every news network in your news feed. CNN, ABC, MSNBC, every news network, Fox, everybody. Get them in there on your news feed. Now, your first day, once you get them all in your news feed, wait for them to run a presidential, oh shoot, I can't even think right now. Presidential news story. I can't think anymore. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I need a cigarette. But anyways, get your news organizations in your news feed. Take Facebook or Yahoo or whatever, or if you're still old-fashioned and you read a newspaper, or if you watch the news on TV, it's going to be kind of hard for you to compare with a newspaper or TV, but in the online community, it could be easily proven. So, get online, open your Twitter account, a Facebook account, or any social media account that provides a news feed. Fill your news feed full of news articles and wait until they run a presidential article about the presidential elections and put, I support Hillary one day, and then I support Trump the next day. And compare the likes, dislikes, and comments. And you will see where that news network's allegiance lies. Very quickly. Very quickly. And in today's biased media, you want to know how to find out the truth? This is the easiest lesson that I will teach anybody. Once you find out who's on the far right or far left, take 2 news articles reporting on the same thing, on the same exact thing. Take the RNC bombing that just happened. Take an article about it from the extreme left side and the extreme right side, and then read them side by side. Read one, then read the other. Once you're done reading them, the facts about what really happened and what is really fact will stay the same throughout each article. The rest of it is political spin, bias, and bullshit. The facts will always stay true in both articles. It will align and stay the same in both articles. But the spin, the bias, and the bullshit, there will be a huge chunk of that in there as well. So to find out the real facts and what really is, do that. There's your truth. We need to return our government to the people, by the people, and for the people. Instead of the government saying jump and we saying how high, we should be the ones making the decisions, the final say. Not them. It's gone on for far too long. And yes, we may supposedly elect these people, but not really. Not really at all. And that RNC bombing and DNC bombing, it wasn't a DNC bombing. I don't care if it was a DNC or an RNC that was bombed, firebombed, or whatever. And here's the reason why. If you cause physical violence, destruction of property, or steal, first, you're wrong. no matter what you believe. That was an act of cowardice. Like I said, I could care less whether it's an RNC or a DNC. That's cowardice. That's somebody trying to prove their righteous ideology over others. And that shouldn't be the case. In a true free world, if we were truly free, we would not be afraid to question law and our leaders. Fear wouldn't even enter the equation. But you see plenty of fear when people do so. And you see that every day. I want what our founding fathers set out and designed to give us. A country ran by the people for the people. With our figureheads thinking up of laws that would help appease us all, and not this my way or this way or that way. Or no, if you do this, we're not going to do this, or this and then that and another. Really? Really? I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but choosing between two ideologies when there's a plethora of others is beyond ludicrous. And we need to stop this now. Do we need a revolution? Maybe. Oh, but a revolution, da-da-da-da. And when you mention that word, people go off the chain. Why? Because they're afraid. Afraid of what? A revolution doesn't have to be violent. A revolution could be something as simple as protesting, petitions, cybers. Heck, revolutions have been happening cyberly now. Online. Find an effective method and let's take our country back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get rid of this electoral college and make our votes truly count. Let's make our politicians the figureheads that they were supposed to be and not the leader or the leaders that we elect today. Because we're just being compliant. That's all we're doing. We're being compliant. And so much can change in so little time. There's so much that we don't know. You know, just because I disagree with somebody politically doesn't mean I'm going to hate them. You know, I've wondered about a lot of things, but I've wondered, why can't people show other people respect and courtesy? Why is it that we must prove that our ideology is better than somebody else's? It's constant. It's like the American people wake up constantly and go, oh, I want something to bitch about. PC's better than Mac. Xbox. Yay. PlayStation. Samsung phone. Yay. iPhone 7. Bitch, 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 bitch. It's like we got this complex to prove that we're better than everybody else. Well, to tell you the truth, nobody's better than anybody. You may make more money than I do. You may be a celebrity. You may be an elected official. You may be a homeless person. They're not worth any more or less than I am. Or than you are. They all put on their clothes the same damn way. Let's take Obama, for example. I'm not an Obama fan. I'm not an Obama fan at all. But I do have to give props and credit where credit is due. He's initiated the space program, the mission to Mars, the race to Mars, I should say. And I do appreciate that. Why? Because I think our future is going to lay out there in the stars, not here on this planet. It may lie here on this planet, but I think to find answers that we all truly seek, we're going to have to go out into the stars. We're going to have to venture out. And to tell you the truth, what we know as a race, as the human race, we know what we know could fit in a thimble compared to the grand scheme of things. Take a look at our galaxy, our solar system. We're barely a blip on the radar. Heck, we don't even, what was it? I think it was like 60% of our brain. We don't know how it works. There's a lot of things about our body that are mysterious still to us that we don't even know. There's 70% of the ocean that hasn't been explored yet. We're discovering new insects and new species all the time. What we know is jack squat in the grand scheme of things. Scientists discovered a new particle, I think it was a few months ago, and scientists are ranting and raving about once we understand this particle, it might change everything that we fundamentally know. It might change our perceptions for good, change everything that we've ever believed, or change everything that we thought we knew by one simple little tiny particle, something that can't be seen with a naked eye. All I want is a true free society where people can do as they want, do as they please, and live and let live, showing common courtesy and respect towards one another. Letting bygones be bygones. Why sit there and argue over stupid petty shit all the time? Why? Do people just enjoy the hatred? You know where hate gets you? No place fast. Prison or dead. That's the two things hate gets you. And neither option is worth it to me. And it shouldn't be worth it to you. I don't know, America. We need to do something because the system that we have in place right now clearly isn't working. Let's return it to what our founding fathers wanted it to be. Then we will truly accomplish something when we are in charge. Until then, we're just playing compliance games. Show me that movement that gives control back to us, and you have yourself a proud member right here. I would love to start that movement, but I don't have the power, the money, the resources to do so. The only thing I have is my voice. And back when our founding fathers discovered this country and made this country, a voice was all that was needed. Now you need a whole lot more than that. That should tell you a whole lot about the state of affairs that we are in today. It's time we wake up, ladies and gentlemen. And we need to do it fast. Vote for who you want to vote for. Have your voice heard. Or supposedly heard. The way things are going, if Trump wins, Clinton is going to blame the Russian hackers. If Clinton wins, Trump's going to blame a rigged election. It's going to be a mess. It's going to get worse before it even gets better. So brace for it, ladies and gentlemen. Just brace for it. The shitstorm is about to hit. And by God, keep your fucking mouth closed. I'm Mr. Anger. Y'all have a good day. And try to think prospectively about what I just said. Mine's just one ideology. How does your ideology fit in with this picture? I'm Mr. Anger. Have a good one.